Cutlery Shintoryu established about 600 years ago. So now 25 generations. So current founder's grandson is not the continuous martial arts Cutlery Shintoryu. So Otake Risuke sensei, he teaching continuously, but now he over 80 years old. So I studied under him about 16 years. So I get teacher's license. So I'm now start teaching Cutlery Shintoryu to abroad, many students. So Cutlery Shintoryu's founders' idea is also very similar to Aikido founders, my feeling. So I'm not afraid to popularize because Aikido founders, so they say, please go to abroad for instructor, he's a student. So they went to the abroad for Tamura sensei, Chiba sensei, Kanai sensei to Americas. So after studying the 30 years, I now next generation like teach instructions. First time the Tamura sensei, Kanai sensei, Tohei sensei when they are. So I'm after that I go to their dojos. That's why I'm very lucky. Also the Aikido and Cutlery Shintoryu both include and the teachings, and so easy to more Japanese traditional martial art teaching for understanding. So Cutlery Shintoryu is including the Iaijutsu sword techniques and the Tachiai standing and Gogyo, the wearing the armor. Then Bojutsu and no armor sword techniques, Gogyo techniques, and Naginata. Iaijutsu, Tachiai Batto Jutsu. This is a real sword training. How to use a real sword, But usually it's a bokken training. And Omote no Tachi is a armor wearing, so little hard style training and powerful, And then Bojutsu techniques. Then Naginata training. Then no armor, Gogyo techniques. Then Ryoto, Kodachi, and Shichijo, like a more softness. So finally, the spear trainings. So another techniques, all these techniques is a sword and Naginata, like bow and sword. But Naginata to Naginata, bow against bow, also practice. So I studied also the sword handles, how to use different style of the handle. So our techniques is a very both hand using. Then more this left hand is very soft, also like gripping circle. The ancient sword techniques are like this. So current techniques is only like this motion, but the cutlery motion is like this motion. Like a turning, push up, pull downs, and go. That's why very powerful, and it is very useful for the helmet we are wearing. So very strong cut. So this handle is a very useful for in my palm, very quickly motion. But starting from here, this tandem motions very important. So this is came from Tai Chi instructions. That's why I use these techniques to cutlery shintoryu and Aikido weapon trainings. And cutting, the ancient maybe Iaijutsu is a one-hand training started. But now almost both hand gripping sword. This is maybe my ideas when Kamakura period. When Kamakura period, that is a Mongolian Tatar period in China. Mongolian invade and control the China, all China. So they attack to the Japan wanted, but they cannot attack by the kamikaze, So this period is very similar to Kamakura and Yuan period in China, Yuan. So I think the fort at the southern Kyushu island, Izasa and the Chiba family went to the Kyushu, then fought with Mongolian Tatar. So after that, cutlery shintoryu was established. That's why my idea, feelings, this is very similar to Tatar people's ideas, including. But that time is a Chinese martial art also. But if I watch the current Tai Chi or sword techniques in China, only one-hand techniques, like Cossack, only one-hand Cossack, like this. So I still more keeping this both hand, very special cutlery gripping techniques is very, very special. That's why I want more keeping and level up. So also always I compare to China's or a Cossack sword, how to use. So my research is more and more research about how to make it sword, not only martial art. So this relation is very important for research. Naginata Jutsu is both hand. So this is also very similar to Chin style Tai Chi. Chin style touch Naginata to the stomach, then move this, not only by hand. Move here, then Naginata tip, go there. That's why very quick and powerful. Current Naginata is only hand work like this. So my motion is very different. Compare touch and move this part. So this is about reasonable and quick motions, powerful. So I teaching Naginata Jutsu to Dmitry group. So quite difficult because they cannot understand this abdominal motions, tandem motions. So I always warming up using this training. That's why more easy to study. change. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Color. Change. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut. 1, 2, 3, 4. Usagiri. Kusanagi. Just block. Block. 1, 2, 1, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 上段。1、パス。